What's up? What's happening? Facebook. You already know who it is. It's me, Randy. Checking in on Monday. We're going to get into it, man. Marching and moving towards your greatest version. Share this with whoever you would like. I don't do them too often, but I like to pop in every now and then and just kind of fill a little space that might seem like a void. Some people might need that, like I say, a swift kick in the ass every now and then. So I like to pop in, especially on my favorite day of the week. So when you come into the room, let me know where you're watching from. Share this with your people, man. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. I hope you're having an awesome summer as well. I know it's hot here in Texas, man, but hey, we're making it. I'm going to talk about this one today because a lot of people, they get out and they're out chasing this version that's not really themselves. And they're chasing it, losing all of this time behind another version that's not their greatest version. So like I said, when you come into the room, don't be shy. Say hi. Let me know what's happening. Let me know where you're watching from. I like to know how everybody's doing all over the globe. It's cool that we can all connect right here on the same live and talk about some real live issues. As we know, I'm going to dive right into it. As we know, a lot of people like to grade their personal abilities. What's going on, Kelsey? Appreciate you for checking in. Like to grade their personal abilities, but when you are actually testing out these abilities, you are only out to make the mark, then you will actually never ever actually reach your true potential. What's happening, Ben? You'll never reach your true potential if you're only out to make the mark. So making the mark doesn't prove your true potential, but nor does not making the mark prove your true potential. It can only be judged off of how hard you go within the process. So stop training for the mark and start actually paying attention to the battles within the struggle, because that's where the learning is. That's where the learning starts. That's where your actual victory lies. A lot of people are out training for the mark, and they get so upset when they don't reach the mark that they don't pay attention to the lessons that were learned along the way. And giving up is never an option. Giving up is 100 times more shameful than coming in last place. So even if you're dead last, don't give up. I mean, so many people settle, and I'm like, for what? Before you quit, always remember to at least try one more next step, man. At least one more next step. You never know, that might be the next step that's needed to actually catapult you and push you in the direction that you need to go. If you're not happy, then you're not there yet. So don't settle, continue to move. There's so many images that are painted before us, and they're damn good images that lead you to believe that that's the right way or the only way to go. And you got to ask yourself, because we all openly agree that there is no manual on how to do life. There is no manual on how to live life. But the further you pull away from yourself, the less you will begin to trust yourself. And then the less you will begin to pay attention to yourself. So you start listening to yourself less. So you want to make sure that you stay connected with yourself. Meditation helped me out along my way of me figuring out what reality really was for me, what my true goals and my true desires really were for me. I started meditation, it helped me to be able to quiet my mind, listening to my breath. That one natural thing that has followed me into this world is my natural breath. So it makes sense for me to go back, pay attention to my breath, and dive within that for me to become that oneness with myself so I can get to where I need to be. Because I used to be so in love with money. And it's funny because I'm still so in love with money. The difference is, my atmosphere then was toxic. My environment was toxic. So all of my products that came out of that environment were toxic. Then it came to me, change your environment to get a better product. So that's exactly what I had to do. Prior, I couldn't have any more than what would lead me back to where I started. So it became evident to me that, hey, yeah, I enjoy the money, I enjoy the freedoms, but I hated the negative lows. And I needed to change my why, or discover my why in that sense. What really truly makes me happy? What are my true heart's desires? And mine were to actually serve. So me and being in love with money, I was actually in love with the things I was able to do with money. I was in love with the smiles I was able to generate. I'm in love with service. I love to serve. I'm a servant. And let me pause there for you guys who don't even understand what a servant is. Servants actually control the atmosphere. They set the tone. If you go to a restaurant, your server comes out and sets the tone for your evening. Your cable service sets the tone for your entertainment. So don't look down on being a servant. Like, even when you look back into slavery times, the servants raised the children. So they set the tone for many lives that sprouted up through, life. So anyway, to move on, I just wanted to touch on that so you guys can understand what it means to actually serve, in society, to serve in this world. So I like to be of service. Luckily found social business. Social business, something that, the more lives I was able to help transform, the more money I was actually able to make, the more money I'm able to make, the more children we're actually able to nourish. It all revolved in, a circle with each other. Everything I love is being of service, being able to help people, being able to reach these young children out here and give them a chance to reach their true potential. And it's allowed me to be of service in other places besides just here eradicating child malnutrition. Life requires you to start your journey. You got to understand that. You must start your journey in order to achieve your true purpose. That's just what it is. You don't prepare to, meet the status quo. You prepare for your greatest version. That's what you're here for. You prepare for your greatest version. It's not about hitting the mark as much as it is about downloading the knowledge. If you give your all every time in every situation, then you can expect to get that much back in knowledge in return. I just wanted to drop in on you guys on Monday, man, to let you know, stop preparing for the mark. Start preparing for your greatest version. Stay happy, healthy, and humble. Like I always say, whole food nutrition is always the way. So stay blessed. Peace.